Hi, in this video I will talk about the light surah and the punishment of adultery and why it is rational, why there is a special punishment for adultery. So that's what I will mention in this video. So let's start. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, a surah that we have sent down and we have decreed as law. We have revealed in it clear revelations that you may take heed. The adulteress and the adulterer, you shall whip each of them 100 lashes. Do not be swayed by pity from carrying out God's law. If you truly believe in God and the last day, and let a group of believers witness their penalty. The adulterer will end up marrying an adulteress or an idol worshipper, and the adulteress will end up marrying an adulterer or an idol worshipper. This is prohibited for the believers. So the adultery basically means that so they have a relationship outside of their marriage with someone else. So they're cheating their spouse. So in their religion there is a thing like eye to eye. So in this case, if you were cheated, so if the punishment is eye to eye, then you have to cheat with other person. But this will create a cycle of cheating, it doesn't make any sense, and it will increase the diseases, sexual diseases, and so that's why the punishment uh, is like that. So that's why it is very important verse. So because if there is no such thing, then people will think like, oh, so this is a very common thing because people cheat each other for a very long time, and God should produce a rule for this. And eye to eye is like if your husband has cheated you, so you cannot just cheat your husband, and then this is not good. So this is another important thing. Those who accuse married women of adultery then fail to produce 4 witnesses. You shall whip them 80 lashes, and do not accept any testimony from them. They are wicked. If they repent afterwards and reform, then God is forgiving and merciful. As for those who accuse their own spouses without any other witnesses, then the testimony may be accepted if he swears by God for 4 times and he is telling the truth. So there is a chance that it can be like that too. The fifth oath shall be to incur God's condemnation upon him if he was lying. So so that it is another important thing. So it also explains the adulterer will end up marrying an adulteress or an idol worshipper, and the adulteress is also very interesting, and it says this is prohibited for the believers. And this is God's grace and mercy towards you. God is Redeemer, most wise. A gang among you produced a big lie. Do not think that it was bad for you. Instead, it was good for you. Meanwhile, each one of them has earned his share of guilt. As for the one who initiated the whole incident, he has incurred a terrible retribution. So, because let's assume that. So once you accuse someone with cheating, then you sometimes can damage their relationship as they were cheated. So cheating has consequences. There's very consequences. One of them is sexual disease, but sometimes there's no sexual disease. So, and another thing is emotional problems. And also it is interesting that it says like, so the fifth oath should be to incur to God's condemnation. So it's maybe about the honesty is about emotional stability. She shall be considered innocent if she swears by God 4 times that he is a liar. So here we see that God assumes that in that case, female telling the truth. Female has more credit, as we see here. So if there is no witness, I guess, under certain conditions. So it may be about as I said, it may be about females' emotional change. So because they cannot, maybe they are weaker and they cannot lie that much. So that this is important topic because people kill each other because of adultery. This is a very strict topic, and the relationships fall apart, and so that's why this is interesting. And as I said before, sometimes if you claim to cheating, that it can really ruin relationships very badly. So, and anyway, that's all I want to say in this video. Thanks for watching this video, and we should work on these verses more, and we can understand it better. This is my interpretation. I hope to see you in the next video.